Good luck.
Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Kanada'nın en gözde üniversitelerinden University of Windsor'da eğitim ve çalışmayı Peter ve Anoushka'dan dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı Questions bölümünden sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Peter, the stage is yours now.
Thank you, Zeynep. Good afternoon, dear participants of the webinar. My name is Peter Petruchev. I represent University of Windsor, and I give a floor to Anoushka Plum, who is the head of our English language department.
Hello, Turkey. Thank you for having us today. I'm very pleased to join my colleague, Peter, to talk to you about the University of Windsor and the English Language Improvement Program. Back to you, Peter.
Thank you. We'll talk today about University of Windsor, which is a very unique university, and it is based in the most southern point of Canada, in the city of Windsor. University of Windsor is a comprehensive university, and one of the good things for international students that university does not require any foundation after students finish high schools, as many universities in Canada and United States do. University of Windsor has very affordable tuition fees and has scholarship program for international students. Many of the programs of University of Windsor have co-op and paid internship placements, and our graduate employment rate is from 85 to 100%, depends on the faculty. Today we talk about Canada as a study destination, Windsor City as a city for studies in University of Windsor, and about programs and processes of University of Windsor. Canada nowadays is the most popular country for international students, as it offers pathway to permanent residency. It has a very safe and diverse community, and Canadian education is highly respected worldwide. Canada also offers very affordable education and living costs, and students are granted postgraduate work permits after they complete their studies in Canada. And Canada is ranked one of the best countries for living in the world. Windsor City is the most southern point of Canada. It lies on the international border, and it is the fourth most diverse city in Canada. The climate of Windsor City is very mild, as it lies on the same latitude as Northern California. Windsor City offers very low cost of living and very safe community. As we are based on the border with the United States, there are excellent employment and experiential learning opportunities for students, as there are lots of businesses on the border of Canada in the United States. Windsor City has a very good geographical location. With 1 hour flight, you can reach most of the 1 2 hours flight, you can reach most of cities in the United States, in central and eastern part of the United States. And it's only less than 4 hours drive to Toronto. So many of our international students, when they come to Windsor, they get American visitors visa to United States, and they travel to many cities in states, and they spend every weekend in Detroit. On this photograph, we can see the embankment of the River Detroit. The green side is on the Windsor side, and on the other side is Detroit Metropolitan City. University has a history of 150 years old, and today we have 9 faculties, 200 major and minor programs, and 16,000 students. Only 23% of our students are international students, and we have 70 master and doctorate degrees. The biggest faculty in the university is Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Sciences, It offers the biggest range of academic programs from bachelor to master's and PhD level. Our School of Business or business faculty is called the IEFT School of Business. It is one of the oldest business schools in Canada, and it was founded in 1954. Nowadays, it offers not only variety of business programs, but also licensing for students who would like to have a job in Canada or practice in Canada. For example, Chartered Professional Accountant's license. If students would like to become and work as accountants, they do need to have a license in Canada. And the good thing about the business school that it offers license without extra time and money for students who just have are completing their bachelor degrees. Similar license we offer for supply chain management and also for human resource management. We have a big faculty of education, and we train professional teachers for high school students for Canada and United States. Our Faculty of Human Kinetics is one of the most famous faculties in our university and as well as in Canada, and it accepts international students when many other universities do not accept international students for the programs of human kinetics. We have two different programs, kinesiology and sport management. So students can join human kinetics faculty, have their co-op, and also be trained as professional kinesiologists or future sport managers. Our Faculty of Science has very good research programs, and students can join our faculty and do biology, microbiology, medical physics, chemistry, and many other programs. Engineering is probably one of the most famous faculties of the University of Windsor. As we lie on the border with the United States, we have a big number of students from the United States, and many of them choose engineering programs because it is one of the top programs, engineering programs in Canada and United States. And we have a variety of engineering programs from civil engineering to automotive, aerospace engineering, and engineering of materials. Many engineering programs have co-op or paid internships options, so students have not only a degree and after graduation, but also very valuable work experience in Canada. We have lots of new buildings recently built of our faculties and student dormitories, so students can enjoy their life in Canada. About 120 undergraduate programs are in the University of Windsor, from Bachelor of Commerce to Bachelor of Arts and Education, Human Kinetics, Science, and Engineering. To apply for the program, you just need to complete high school diploma in your home country and get average GPA of 70 to 80%, depends on the faculty. In terms of English language requirement, we ask for IELTS 6.5 or equivalent in TOEFL or Duolingo. If you complete UK school in UK, then you need to have 5 passes in General Certificate of Education, including 2 at advanced level, or 4 passes in General Certificate and 3 at advanced level. In IB curriculum, you need to have score of 26 and pass minimum of 6 subjects, including at least 3 courses at the higher level. As I mentioned, many of our programs have experiential learning opportunity, so it's co-op or paid internship placements. We do extend our scholarships for international students, and students can apply for our entrance scholarship if they have minimum of 85 of average GPA in their high school diploma. Our tuition fees are one of the lowest in Ontario province, and average tuition fee will be from 14,000 to 17,000 Canadian dollars per semester. There are 2 semesters in the year. We offer many graduate programs to our students, and one of the most popular programs are master course-based or taught programs. We have a very interesting program, Master of Actuarial Sciences, very popular program, Master of Applied Computing, Master of Applied Economic and Policy, and Master of Medical Biotechnology. As many students who choose biotechnology nowadays because it is very popular, and one of the most popular programs in engineering, we have aerospace and automotive and environmental programs. To get admitted to the course-based programs, you need to complete a 4 years bachelor degree in related field and have 70% at least average GPA. We do require IELTS 6.5 or for some programs IELTS 7.0, and no requirement for extra like GMAT or GRE. As we are a comprehensive university, we offer campus living for students, and we have 4 residences on campus. Residences include meal plans for students, so students do not think about where to get food and how to get to university. You live on campus and you go next door to the faculty to study. The price range of our residences services are from 6,000 to 8,000 per semester, and as I mentioned, it includes meals. We do have many student programs and student clubs on our campus, and students can choose programs and clubs according to their interests. University pays a lot of attention to student sport life, and we have a very big recreation center. It's called LANSA, and we have several professional students athletic teams in American football, in basketball, in ice hockey and volleyball. So if you're an athlete, please let us know. We will assist you in with admission. And students who do not have enough IELTS or didn't sit English language test, we have English language improvement program, and I pass the floor to Anushka, who is the head of this department. Anushka, please.
Thank you very much, Peter, and hello everyone again. So what Peter started talking about here is if you need to enhance your academic English language skills, please consider applying to the University of Windsor, and you may receive a conditional offer. So what this means is, sorry, Peter, next slide, please. So the English Language Improvement Program is a great pathway plan for individuals who may not have achieved the language requirement on TOEFL or IELTS. So what this looks like is, let's say you want to apply to the business program and you don't have the language skills. Well, you can apply without a language proficiency, and as long as you meet all of the academic requirements of the business program, you can get a conditional offer. And what that means is that So you're accepted to the university, but your first steps would be to enhance your academic English skills through our program. And once you complete, then you can start right into your academic studies without needing to take any other standardized tests. There are 5 levels in our program. However, it doesn't mean that you would necessarily need to start from the beginning level. Because if you don't have a proficiency test, we can test you. We can find out what's the best level for you to start at. We want to make sure that you're starting at a level that's not too hard, but also not too easy, so that each level you're enhancing your skills. By the end of level 3, that's the highest level, you automatically meet the proficiency requirements for both undergraduate or graduate programs. So that means you can apply to a number of different academic programs and still receive a conditional offer. The areas that we concentrate on, that we focus on, are academic writing, which is really important, not only for your undergrad or grad studies, but beyond. Even if you're planning to go back to Turkey or live somewhere in the world, you know that the strength of strong academic writing, English academic writing skills will be very helpful. So critical reading, how to go through complicated, long research papers to be able to find information and use that information to support what you want to say. Academic listening, so being able to listen to different lectures, different lengths of lectures, and how to be able to know what information is important or not important from that. And of course, oral communication skills. So this is not just, speaking within a group, but this is how to give really good, effective presentations that draws your audience in, that makes them want to know more about what you're saying. How to communicate within teams, take a leadership role and delegate tasks. As you know, in university, there's going to be a lot of group work that you'll be expected to do. And also we teach a range of academic strategies for success. So that means, how do you, right now we're online, and so how do you do discussion boards effectively? How do you respond online in a way that's really meaningful to you and shows your instructors that not only you understand what is going on, but you have your own ideas to contribute to? So each level within ELIP is 12 weeks. It's considered a full-time program. So it's 12 weeks long, 4 hours per day, 5 days a week. Now we do have also, right now, we aren't able to offer in person because of the global situation, but we have transitioned to online. And within online, if you have technical internet issues, you can still join the program in an asynchronous format, which means you're still in the class, and whenever your technology, your internet works, you can join the class live. But if you're having some internet problems, then you can join later, and you can still see what you've missed. You can still see recordings. You can still participate with your classmates and your instructors. The real advantage too is that when everything goes back to in person, you can still start ELIP online in the comfort of your own home before traveling to Canada for your academic studies, or you can choose to come here for face-to-face studies. So there's that option that's available. The program, each level, is offered throughout all terms. There are 3 terms in the semester. And in addition to academic and English language skills, we care about how well you're doing, because we know that the capacity to handle stress, well-being impacts how you do in your studies. So within the program, we also have a built-in wellness features. The program fee includes all your materials, access to all of these features that I'm speaking of, the extracurricular activities, student wellness, access to campus facilities. Peter showed you a little bit of the Lancer buildings. There's the gyms, the equipment. You can access all of that. So what does quality online academic English look like? Well, first, as I mentioned briefly, it's flexible. So there are live and recorded formats where you're getting feedback regardless of the version that you choose. It's engaging. We incorporate different topics of academic interest. As the levels get higher, we include more academic topics for you. It's informative. You're going to learn a lot of information and skills about how to improve your different parts of your language skills. Interactive. That's very important for us. Even if you're online, we don't want you to feel that you're all alone. So within the class, there are forums, there's one-to-one conversations, there's group communication. So there's a lot of different ways where you still get to work with your classmates in a very collaborative way. So and that's the last point. So there's a lot of collaboration that you're taking part in with your instructors and peers. So in the last few terms, we've taken student feedback. And so why ELIP in person and ELIP online stands out. So this is what our students had to say. For learning support, 95% of the students who took it in person and 96% of those who took it online said that they felt the program challenged them more than what they expected and that they had opportunities to participate in group work. When we're looking at the actual skills like reading, critical analysis of information, 93% and 96% of students identified that they felt they increased in those areas. Online engagement sessions. So this is where we have additional opportunities outside of class for you to connect with other students and learn about different topics in a very relaxed way. So 75% identified that those sessions were enjoyable. 100% of in-person students and 96% of online students felt that they experienced greater range of using complex vocabulary. We know how important it is to have a range of strong vocabulary to express your thoughts. Speaking, as you can see, a very high percentage felt that they are able to manage discussions in a variety of settings. 96% of online students felt they had opportunities to make new friends. 96% of in-person and 88% of online students felt that they increased their understanding of lectures and discussions. And last but not least, 96% of in-person and 88% of online students felt that they had a greater understanding of academic skills, such as how to cite information and what does academic integrity mean. They had a good understanding of that. Next slide, please, Peter. Thank you. So this is one of our past students, Hong Shi, and what ELIP did for her. So in her words, ELIP played a vital role in my transition to academic courses, and it helped me become more confident. I really appreciate the opportunity to learn at ELIP. So Hong Shi, she just graduated or completed ELIP 3, and she's currently studying in a course-based graduate program, Master of Management in Human Resources. Next slide, please, Peter. So there are a number of ways for you to connect with us after today's presentation. I'll put in the chat very briefly. You can see the URL there, uwindsor.ca/English pathway. That's the address right to the web page. And once you go to the web page, you can actually book a meeting with one of our representatives who can walk you through additional details. Also, on the right here, you'll see, it might be kind of scrunched right now, but it says ELIP webinars for undergrad students. So if you are interested in applying to an undergrad program at Windsor, then the undergrad webinar would be the choice for you. If you are looking to apply to a grad program, then you can select the ELIP webinar for grad students. I'm also going to put a chat that we have another webinar that we just started. These are ELIP samplers. So this is a little sample lesson that you get to sit in on. There's one each month, and I'll put that information in the chat straight away. So thank you so much. And if you have any questions for us, the floor is open. Back to you, Peter.
Thank you very much for your attention, dear participants of our webinar. We are here to answer your questions. Please feel free to ask them.
Yes, Peter, we have a couple of questions in the questions box. Can you see? Near the chat, we have questions box.
Yes, I see they're in Turkish.
No, okay, just...
I can read the questions, Peter, if you would like, and then we can... So the first question...
Right, yes.
Yes, is it possible to get a work permit after finishing diploma programs? Is it 1 year or 3 years work permit?
To answer this question, we offer programs from bachelor to master's and PhD level. We do not offer diploma programs. So if you would like to apply after high school, you need to apply for a bachelor program, which is 4 years in Canada, and master's programs are 2 years. And after each program, bachelor and master's, we do have work permits, and students can work and stay in Canada up to 3 years.
That's great. Our next question is, are there PG diploma or certificate programs at UWindsor? What are the admission requirements?
PG diplomas are offered by colleges. University offers master's degrees. So the requirement for master degrees is a 4 years bachelor degree in similar field, and 70 to 80% of your average GPA in your diploma. The cost of our master program will be very similar to the cost of 2 postgraduate certificates in colleges. However, it's a higher level program, and you will get more points if you are applying for permanent residency.
Great. Our next question is, what is the average GPA of the entering freshman class?
Average GPA for any program in University of Windsor will be from 70 to 80%. It depends on the particular program. So you need to check our website. It's uwindsor.ca, and choose the program you're interested and check the particular GPA. But it will be between 70 and 80%.
Our next question is, could you please inform about language requirement? Do you offer English prep year or pre-sessional English. I think I can take that one. So the language proficiency requirement will be different depending if it's undergrad or grad and depending on the program. So we absolutely have the English program, that's the English Language Improvement Program, where you can apply to an undergrad or a grad program and receive a conditional offer, which then means you don't need to take any other standardized test and you enhance your skills with us. So I'm just putting in the chat the link to our webpage. I really encourage you to go to that webpage and join a webinar or even make an appointment, book to chat with one of our team members, and we can definitely help you walk you through the steps. Next question, could you please inform me about minimum GPA requirement for bachelor degree applications? Do we have to prove an essay? Sorry, I missed that section. That's okay, don't worry.
Thank you, Faiza, for this question. The minimum GPA requirement for bachelor degree will be 70%. You don't have to have a special essay. You just need to submit your high school diploma and English language test.
Next question. Do you think average is more important for graduate admission or my CV occupancy rate for marketing departments?
From our perspective, you need to have both things. Your CV, your background in the industry, as well as your GPA. We look at both things, but as we are in academic institutions, we certainly will look carefully at your average GPA.
Thanks, Peter. Next question, do you offer a computer science program? What are the qualifications? So I'm putting in the chat here the U-Windsor link, and from that page, you're able to go to computer science and you'll be able to see exactly if you're looking for undergrad or grad and the specific qualifications required there. Did you want to add anything there, Peter?
I'll just add a little bit. Our computer science department is very popular, and we do offer programs from bachelor to master's and PhD.
Great. And this is the last question that I see for now from Alev. Can we do co-op during the bachelor degree program?
Absolutely. We do have many co-op programs included in bachelor degrees. So it depends on the program. Have a look at our website, uwindsor.ca, and choose the program you're interested in. And many of the programs include co-op or different work placements.
Okay, well, we have a few more questions. This is great. Thanks, everyone. How about the living expenses in Windsor per month?
Well, our university offers student accommodation on campus, and living expenses and meals for students will be from 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars per semester. It means there are 2 semesters in a year. Roughly, it will be about from $12,000 to $14,000, including meals and accommodation.
And if I can just add a comment to that, Windsor being outside of the greater Toronto area, so when we're comparing, overall living expenses, it's lesser than what it would be in, Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, the bigger cities, the larger cities. Do you have any specific application deadline?
Well, it depends on the program. There are deadlines for master programs, and we have We haven't come yet to the deadline for bachelor programs. So if you are aiming to apply for a bachelor degree, you need to apply ASAP, as the programs are filled very quickly. But for master programs, you need to look at winter intake, as fall intake is, for most of the programs, is already full.
Okay. Do you have any student dorms? Yes. Which options students prefer generally? Peter?
First-year students, especially for bachelor programs, they certainly prefer dorms or student accommodation, as it is on campus. They don't need to travel much. They don't need to look for food, because food is included, meals are included, and it's very convenient. You live on campus, you go next door to the faculty to study, and you come back after lunch back to your dormitory. It's very convenient. But for students who are on year 2, year 3, and year 4, many of them choose their own accommodation. They rent apartments and houses with friends, and they share the costs. And it's a little bit less expensive, but not so convenient as living on campus.
Yeah, and a lot of students, like Peter mentioned, they come in and they live on campus first, and then they kind of learn the area, and then they may continue on campus, or they may continue in a resident. So there's a lot of different options for you to choose from. Next question. Is education online or hybrid model during this period?
Classes in September in the fall intake, we're planning hybrid model. So it will be both online and face-to-face.
And some hybrid too. So 3 options. So there'll be online, hybrid, and face-to-face, depending on the academic program that you're in. Next question. How many intakes do you have for postgraduate programs?
We have our major graduate programs, like master programs, they have 2 intakes, but some programs have 3 intakes. Fall, September, January, and May. But majority of programs have September and January intakes.
Can we also get some information regarding the pandemic situation in Canada?
Anushka, can you answer this one, please?
Sure. So in very broad terms, generally, so Canada is rolling out its vaccination plan. There's been a lot of work, and a lot of work continues to be at play to ensure that our citizens and all individuals are safe. In terms of the University of Windsor itself, it has taken a lot of measures to ensure that international students are cared for, so that there is a quarantine plan. There is a method for staff to connect with students to make sure that everything's fine. What I'm going to do, because as you know, that's the situation, the updates are continually changing. So I'm going to post a link to the Government of Canada where you can refer to look at the very specifics in terms of what the Canadian government and what at each province in Ontario specifically, what's being done. So I will put that in the chat there. How is career opportunities in Windsor for international students after graduation?
I may answer this question. Every student after graduation, after bachelor degree or master degree, they get 3 years work permit. So students, majority of students, they already work in the final years. So percentage of the work placements and of our graduates are from 85 to 100%, depends on the faculty. And many of our students and our alumni are very successful. For example, the former head of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles Company was our alumni. And many Canadian politicians, ministers, they left doors of our university. So our alumni and students, graduates are very, very well placed, and they're successful.
Okay. Any facilities for internships during our study?
Most of internships are held in real businesses. So University of Windsor does cooperate with many businesses in the Windsor, Essex region, Canadian, American companies, and we place our students for paid internships and for core placements. So the facilities are real business. It'll be a production plant, it'll be a company or consultancy. Depends on the area of your study.
And one more question. Do you offer online programs currently?
We do offer online programs at University of Windsor. Please check our website, uwindsor.ca. Any more questions, please? Any more questions, please?
Yes, thank you for your answers, Peter. I think you covered all of the questions. Also, while we wait the other new questions to come up, could you please share an email address in the chat box that the participants can directly contact?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Dear participants of the webinar, feel free to contact me on my email, and I'll be happy to assist you with any questions or any applications you may have.
Yes, thank you very much, Peter and Anushka, for your great presentation, and you answered all of the questions. We believe it was a really comprehensive and informative webinar for the attendees. Also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. University of Windsor ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için Peter'ın ve Anushka'nın paylaşmış olduğu mail adreslerinden iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda linkleri de inceleyebilirsiniz. Ayrıca sizi altıdaki webinarımıza da davet etmek isteriz. Thank you again, you guys. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks. Is there anything you would like to add before we wrap up?
I would like to thank all the participants. Teşekkür for your participation, and look forward to getting your inquiries and questions.
Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure to be here to join you today, and we look forward to keeping in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.